Missing shots off your stump.
Nice, dude. That's epic, man. You got to use it for something. Oh, sorry, we're live. Oh, shit. Hey.
We were trying to recreate that famous picture of Kim Kardashian with the champagne coming off her ass crack, but with this, it's just coffee coming off of the stump.
Oh, God.
There's your sound bite.
All right, guys, welcome back to Verbally Challenged. I'm HarikenBx, and I got some very special guests here with me tonight. So let's say hello. And joining me now from the brand new podcast coming at you live at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Friday night, Masterpiece Shitpiece Theater. We have the host himself, Masterpiece Shitpiece, Nick Brammer. What's going on, man?
What's up, babies? How you doing?
Ooh, sexy Barry White.
I'm getting all hot and wet, baby.
God, man. Oh, God.
His wife just started sweating. She doesn't know why.
I know.
I started sweating.
Dude, he made me wet. I'm like, I got to change my underwear. God damn.
Russ said, oh, the water's running. I got to go take care of that.
No shit. Hot, dude. Sexy ass voice. Go ahead.
Tell Anna to straddle the speaker.
Nah, that's all right, dude. How about I'm gonna straddle the speaker? Ooh, come for me, baby. No, I'm sorry.
Hey, Nick, don't hate.
That's right.
Oh,
right.
God.
And we've got Poor Jose's show officially pulled from iTunes now.
It's all good. I think they let anything go. It's all good.
Hey, good for iTunes. Hey, no standards is good. All right.
All right.
Shout out to standards and practices. Word. All right. From the All Queued Up podcast, and now he's a fellow theater mate, Josh Fisher. How you doing tonight, brother?
Man, I'm doing very well. Thank you. How are you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me again.
Of course. You guys are always welcome. All right. Trucking along. We have Rob M. What's up, man?
Toot. What's up, you beautiful bastards?
Rob,
Man,
toot. I love it. And we're like,
welcome to Verbally Challenged. This is my first time having you on, so I really, really appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, I appreciate it, man. It's awesome.
No problem. All right. Next up, you can usually find him on Plastic Fanatics. And now at the theater on Friday nights, we have Russ The Muss. What's happening?
what's up, guys? You know, I'll try to behave myself a little bit tonight, but no promises. You know, it is me, and you know, and Nick's sexy ass has got me going.
Talking to that mic.
See what happens. See what happens when you're all up on that mic, Nick. You see?
Yeah.
Hey, baby.
I'll see
Hum
what happens.
for me.
I
Hum
kind of
for
like
me.
it.
No, thanks for having us on. Awesome.
No problem. And last but certainly not least, we have Sam M. How you doing tonight, brother?
What's up, guys? Hey, I'm good, man. Thanks for having me, Jose.
No problem. It's also your first appearance on the show, so thank you for being on.
Yeah, again, thanks for having me, man.
No problem. So, all right, guys, as mentioned, you're all part of the Masterpiece Shitpiece Theater podcast, and you guys, by the time this episode gets published, you'll have 2 episodes on the air on YouTube. I watched the first episode live, and that debuted on August 3rd, I believe, and I had a great time watching you guys and participating in the chat. That was pretty awesome. So I wanted to have you guys on tonight to talk about the show and what people can expect to hear from it. So got a few questions. Maybe you could all go round robin and, you know, chime in. And so I'll lead with, like, how long has the show been in the works for, and what was the catalyst for its creation?
All right, Nick, you want to take this one?
Yeah. Probably right around the time my computer broke a few years ago, I was throwing around the idea and I had contacted Russ. It was like February 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I was wanting to do a show, and I just never got my computer fixed until recently and never had the means to do it. So I figured I'd reach out to Russ and a few other people that were like-minded, people that I thought would have a good amount of banter and be comfortable with each other. And the number one thing was no fucking drama. I just wanted a group of stable people that we can shoot the shit, talk about whatever we want. Doesn't necessarily have to be toys or anything.
Right.
and just get her done.
Right. And that was the thing we had talked about. We wanted to do something different because there's like a million Transformers podcasts out there. It kind of, I don't know. I remember when Nick was telling me, he said, I want to do something that's just where we talk about a whole bunch of different shit. And I said, that's ironically, that's kind of like, there's not a lot of that out there, you know?
Yeah,
That's strange.
When you messaged me too, I've been thinking about doing something with pop culture and going back and talking retro 80s nonsense, just movies, music, whatever. And it all kind of fit. It's, it's stuff that nobody else was touching on, stuff that we're all passionate about, nostalgic about, and the new stuff too, just throwing whatever, whenever, and having a good time with it.
And I think it's kind of telling for the first episode that it kind of bogged down a little bit when we did start talking about toys, because we were having so much fun talking about the other shit, and I kind of felt like we were shoehorning in.
Yeah,
I felt like lesson learned. That's the way I feel about it.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the thing. Just starting out, we're gonna figure out what's going on, what topics that we can cover effectively, and what to stay away from. Yeah. And we also don't want to step on anybody else's toes. We're not part of the ROC, though we love all those podcasts, especially Breaking the Mold.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I guess, what's the music podcast?
Fresh Communications.
They handle music, and we really don't want to go ahead and step on anybody's toes. So we just want to carve out our own space, do our own thing.
Yeah, we've got a really diverse group too. I mean, we got guys that are into comics and wrestling and video games and music. So everybody's kind of
wheelchairs.
Nice.
Josh is all into that weird cosplay stuff. So
we'll be starting a Patreon soon to get Josh a Roman candle powered wheelchair. Hopefully, you'll see that at TFCon.
I mean, we only need like $4.98 to make that happen
per minute. Oh, wait, wrong number.
That and a little bit of redneck ingenuity, right? Yeah.
Duct tape and 2 Roman candles, man. I've got those little anti-tip bars with the wheels on the back that you see on the back of drag cars.
Yeah,
so just
man.
duct tape a couple of Roman candles to those.
Well, what I was thinking is to get upstairs is we pop a few M80s on the back too.
Why not?
Hey. Jump packs.
Right. Fuck it. Yeah. Why not? Well, that's cool. You guys kind of touched on that, because I was going to say you do have a great group of guys here, and the chemistry really did shine through on that first episode. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of touched on it already. Like, that was just a process for you guys to decide who would be on the panel. Guys that you were cool with, that like-minded interests and stuff like that.
Yeah. Also, I kind of wanted to spotlight some people that you don't hear from much, especially, Rob and Sam. I think both of them have a unique perspective on different things, and I don't think they've been really heard before. So, given those guys, and then me and Russ have known each other forever, and Josh and I have gotten pretty close. So
everybody loves Josh.
Everybody
loves him. I mean, if you think about it, it's a great combination of experience and podcasting a bit, and then people that haven't done it, it's just and that's those are the fresh eyes, the fresh points of view. Because, if you do shows like every week, and gosh, it's such a grind sometimes. You're another week, it's a grind, and you're just trying to push through. So when you have fresh points of view coming in, it can kind of fire you up a little bit. And these guys I think it's cool because these guys have already shown that they have I love, first of all, I already love the shit talking that comes out of their mouths. But they provide a good perspective, and I mean, that first episode was really fun. I enjoyed it, so I hope it keeps on going.
No, you could tell, man. You could tell when you just watching the show, like just the banter back and forth. I mean, if these guys listening right now would have just heard all the banter going on right before I hit the button, like
if you heard the banter going on before you hit the button, you might be pulled.
It's just a testament, like I said, to the camaraderie and like I said, that chemistry, and it came through like on the show, and you're even getting it here. I fucking, I love it.
Yeah, and I'll speak to that. I mean, leading up to this, we had the chat going for a little while, and then we got on before the first show. Like, I didn't even get on till like 15 minutes in the show, wildly. But even with that, 10 minutes in the show, I'm like feeling like it, like you got that feeling like these guys forever, and And so that made it real easy for me to open up a little bit more.
I think a lot of that too is we've all pretty much been talking and shooting the shit with each other for a long time now too.
Yeah.
So
Got to know each other a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, through the unbroadcasted hangouts, like after the live shows that the Realm does every week, like we've gotten to know each other like very well. Like if it wasn't for this platform, like we would have never met or even be talking like right now, you know? So
that's a good point.
It's a testament to that, like how great that is, and you know, just being a part of the group and stuff like that. Like it's awesome. You know, it allows basically for this to happen and allows for this conversation to happen. So I'm thankful for shit like that. You know,
Oh yeah, me too. Absolutely.
Yeah, you know, and like you said, you guys getting to know each other. You know, like Josh, I've been getting to know him a lot more. He's been on the show before, and he's always been in the chat supporting the shows. Yeah, and you know, and as terrible as that situation that happened to him, you know, it's kind of almost brought everybody closer, like in a way, because now, you know, everybody's just, it seems like they're just interacting a lot more. And Josh, like thankfully when he was better, started jumping into the, you know, the after shows, and we're all there just bullshitting and lamping. And that's actually where the real fun happens. Like the live shows are the live shows, and it's always great to do that. But I always tell people, jump into the unbroadcasted hangouts. Like, don't be shy, because that's where everybody really gets to know each other, you know?
That's true. That's real true, actually. Yeah.
Look what's come out of it now, this new show that we got on Fridays, you know? Like, it's awesome.
Right.
I mean, we cut, a lot of us cut our chops, man, on like, you know, just doing a podcasting thing anyway on the old school hangouts, you know, broadcasted and unbroadcasted. Because when you're unbroadcasted, it kind of gives you practice for cadence and practice for knowing how not to speak over each other, which you need to do anyway, but whatever. You know, but it you know, and also you get more and more comfortable with when you get to know all these people, you know, and then the next thing you know, when you're on a show that's recording, you don't feel like a deer in the headlights, and it helps out a little bit. So it's nice, you know. All this stuff is great, man.
All right, so like before you guys got started, did any of you guys like wind up reaching out to anybody beforehand, maybe to gauge interest or ask for advice or anything like that?
Not really. I just figured that we would go fucking balls deep first episode, you know. I let a few people know that we were doing a show, you know, and the response was mostly positive. So
yeah,
I appreciate all those people that I talked to, and you know, the little advice and little tricks they give, because you know, when you're first starting out, you do need that. You need people to give you some little shit that they came across that they noticed when they were doing their own thing.
Right.
And, you know, it helps you out.
Right.
Yeah.
I was just happy because it was like Nick said, "Hey, he hit me up a message. He said, hey, you want to do the show?" And I said, like when? And it was like that, like now we're gonna do it. And I was like, wow, like already? Okay, cool. Let's do it. And then next thing I know, he's like, "Yeah, I've got some other." He said, "I just want to hit you up before I put you in the chat with us, because I want to see if you're in for this." And I'm like, "Yeah," I said, "Dude, I told you, if you ever do this, I'll definitely do it with you. Let's do this." You know, and I love it, man. It's cool.
He hit me up. It was kind of the same thing. Say, "Hey, you interested in podcasting?" It's like, yeah. It's like I've tried doing it a couple of times, but usually my work schedule kind of screws it out. But he told me when they were going to do the recording and what times. I'm like, that works. And then he told me who he's trying to get on the panel, and I'm like, yeah, that'll work great.
Yeah. That was the same thing when I heard about you guys. I was absolutely, I was like, God damn, I feel like we're Ocean's 11 and shit. Nick's putting together his fucking team. You know? Like, all right, go ahead, brother.
Magnificent Five.
Yeah,
we're the DX of the nerd podcast.
Wait a second. He hit all you guys up asking you for. He threatened me with dick pics.
Nice. Well, you know,
he's like, "Look, you're going to do this, or I'm going to show you my little baby eagle sticking out of the nest."
Yeah.
Hashtag warm cock.
Sam just covered his mouth.
All right, in all seriousness,
Sam, wake up, Sam.
In all seriousness, call back to the pre-show. Haha. Yeah, he hit me up. He's like, "Hey, you know, I know you do your own show, and I know you've made some appearances on Jose's show, and you've been on Off the Runner." And he's like, "You want to do a show with me and a couple other guys?" I was like, You serious? He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "All right, I'm in." was like, who else you thinking about? And then, I didn't even ask any questions. It's like, okay, cool. Just let's do it. I have time, and I try to be entertaining and, try to get along with everybody. And, so far it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, man. It's all fucking love. It's all love.
Yeah,
I'm very appreciative of it.
It's all fun and games until a worm hits the penis.
Hashtag wormcock.
Up worms rubbed all over it, man. Ew.
All right. So when I had
Gross, Nick.
when I tuned in to that first.
Oh God, no! Oh, I thought Sam left. I see his message.
It
wasn't because of that.
No. He had to jump out for a second, handle something. He said he'll try to bow back in a minute. So
Yeah,
He's probably puking like he threatened.
Nick, what'd you do, man?
Oh shit! So I really like that the show went in a different direction than what I expected from shows within our realm. Realm. So, what kind of topics can the people tuning in look forward to, like when they're listening to the show? Is any topic taboo? Anything off limits?
No, absolutely not. We might even do like I was thinking it'd be fucking hilarious to do like a Dr. Drew fucking Love Line episode.
Oh hell yeah!
So we've got a lot. We've got a lot of things on the back burner and
awesome.
topics that keep coming up.
Don't give it all away. Don't give it all away. You know what I'm saying? Just tease them.
Yeah,
Just one teaser for this week. We're going to have Greg from Josh's show on.
Oh,
so
nice.
we're gonna hit video games pretty hard and
nice
topics related to that.
Yes,
and
Greg's a hell of a dude.
hopefully these fuckers did their homework so we can talk Infinity Wars because I'm fucking jazzed about that.
Oh yeah, dude! I keep watching that shit. I got that shit on my phone. I'll watch it in the morning when I wake up. I'm watching it in my office. Like,
I'm talking
I love that movie. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's talking about the current comics.
Yeah, because the current comic, they did like 4 or 5 series to lead up to it, and then they finally did a Prime issue, and the #1 issue came out last week, and there was some major shit going on, and I won't spoil it here because we're gonna spoil the fuck out of it Friday.
Professor Bluebird gave us
Well, 3 days ago, if you're listening to this on Monday. So you've already been spoiled.
Suckers!
We're spoiling you from the past and the future.
No, I think what's fun about this is that I know when Nick and I spoke years. God, it's funny, Nick. I can say years ago now.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird. When we first talked about this, it was like the idea was just go all in. Just nothing's taboo. We'll talk about anything. I think, like he said, the only thing we wanted to avoid was kind of drama. We wanted to avoid any of the. You know what drama I'm talking about.
Yeah, man, there could be a lot of bullshit. Yeah.
Exactly, and that's what we're trying to avoid. So we're kind of avoiding that topic, but most of it, any nerd shit, we're in on, man. It's it.
After last week, we might be skipping out on toys.
Yeah. I mean, well, you know what? Though I'll tell you, I think it's because look, this community, we're inundated with that stuff. Toys. So I think all of us kind of, I even felt it too, and I love talking toys, right? But I just my energy even dropped a little, and I was like, oh my god, and I got like pissy about Masterpiece stuff. And I'm like, oh, I don't feel because I don't like this.
With the amount of toy content that's covered on other shows, I think that a show that maybe doesn't touch on us so much, and we do have ideas for like spotlight episodes for certain figures and stuff, and that might be a good way to hit it. But the community's inundated with toy news. So
absolutely
toy news, and then everybody's got an opinion about it. And if you're listening to other shows, you're going to get your toy content. So until we find a way to come at it from a different angle, I think we're going to shelve most of the toy covers.
Yeah.
And it's a topic that never has to be left off the table, but it's true. Like you guys said, so many other shows cover it already. So, and I loved, like I said, that first hour and a half when you guys were just like talking about the wrestling and you're talking about movies and just other things that I'm not usually hearing about on other shows. That's the fucking sweet spot right there to me. Like, and I love to hear it. And the thing is that since we love the figures so much, like you want to talk about them, you want to give your opinions on them. We all do, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I said never leave that off the table. Just don't make it the main bulk of your discussion, if anything. You know what I'm saying? Because I loved when you guys were talking about all the other stuff. Like that was excellent to me.
Yeah.
And if we do it, we got to find a way to do it, like Nick said, in our own way. Something
you come at it from a different angle.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we could always talk about robot genitalia. It's great.
Hey. Hashtag robot wormcock.
Yeah, they're right. Or lack thereof. I don't know. Something.
Hashtag laser bead cock.
There you go. Hey, I mean, fembot breasts. It's always a great topic. I mean, I'm for them. I don't know. All right.
I know, right? All that controversy over that Fans Toys RC breastplate and shit like that, right?
Yeah,
I will say it again. Nerd community, breasts are never bad.
I know, right? Round and perky is always good. It's nice.
I'm with you, Rob. I'm with you.
Yeah.
That's going to be our next segment. Top 10 breasts on anime fucking statues.
Nice.
That's almost impossible. Like, how can you choose? Because it's like almost every single one fucking has like a nice bust and shit.
Damn right.
Well, that's going to be our 4-hour FCT show.
Oh, great. We're going to do a marathon. Oh, boy.
Just to shoot me the date on that episode. So
Nice.
We'll try to do an unedited one, see what YouTube does.
Yeah, that'll be amazing.
All right. So I know a couple of you guys make appearances on other podcasts, like Josh got all queued up, Russ on Plastic Fanatics. So just wanted to know if your significant others give you any shit due to the time you may put into these endeavors. Is there any animosity there, or do you guys get all the support you need from them?
Nah, my wife's awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah, Misty, she is absolutely super supportive because, something that I don't really talk about or let a lot of people know, I've suffered from depression and anxiety issues for years. But since coming into the community this year at the first of the year and everything that's happened and gone on and just the people I've met and spoken to and the hangouts and everything, she absolutely loves the fact that basically I'm not having to go to therapy anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy, like genuinely happy, and she loves it, and she doesn't get upset about that at all. She's supportive and she's amazing. So big props to her.
Yeah, it's great.
Which is it's really amazing if we think about it. This community, which usually drives people to therapy, has kept him from there. I love it.
Yeah. I'm an anomaly. What can I say?
There you go.
I'm a catalyst. I'm something.
I mean, Anna's the first lady of the ROC, man. Anna's head deep into this shit herself. So she, Anna's just not a huge podcasting for, it's not her thing. She's just not into doing that. But she never gives me. I think there was a time last year where I was trying to do too many things, and I backed off, and it gave me some time to chill out for a while. And I think now Anna's okay with it as long as I'm not trying to do something every night. It's like I need to have my husband at least a couple nights a week, please. So she's all right with that. And plus, Plastic Fanatics is going to be going on a hiatus here shortly. I'm taking a little bit of a break, so she's happy because she's like, "Oh, I get you for Saturday nights for a while." Oh, right.
Nice.
Yeah. So I was like, touche, all right, So, but she, I mean, it's one of the convenient things about having a wife who's into this shit too. So, nice,
awesome, That's all. I love to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Like mine is, supportive as well. You know what I'm saying? Because generally it's just Tuesday nights, and I try to record this show after BTM on Tuesdays, just because it's a night that we're all generally on, and if anybody's going to be on anyway, like we jump into the hangouts afterwards. It's always easy to kind of get something done. But generally, like she usually hits the sack early. She gets up so early for work that basically like after 8 p.m. on most nights, I pretty much get my me time. So if I needed to do anything like this, it's generally like not a problem. And so I love to hear that your wives and ladies are always cool and supportive, man. It's good to have that.
Well, Misty, not only is she supportive, she listens to all the shows like I do. I mean, we both listen to them together 95% of the time.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm listening. She's right here with me listening as well.
I tried to get my wife to listen, but she looked at me and said, "I listen to your voice enough when you're paying attention to me."
Nice. Very good.
If y'all watch the ROC and see every once in a while she'll post in there something kind of savage when I post back, and yeah, my wife's savage. I love that woman.
Yeah, Kate's been really supportive of me, everything I do, so I couldn't ask for better.
That's awesome, man. All right, so Friday nights is usually touted as a tough night for television, due to it being the start of the weekend. A lot of people tend to go out on Fridays. So is the day and time slot a factor or concern for any of you guys?
They can watch the rerun.
Well, there is that. It is going to be on YouTube, so
yeah,
we picked up a good amount of views for our first episode so far. I'm really happy with that.
Yeah, I'm pretty impressed, actually.
Yeah, I think Friday nights at 9. I mean, I am not insulting our viewership, but I figured if you're single, Friday night at 9. Gives you something to do.
Or if you're
on the flip side,
Friday night at 9.
Exactly. If you're married and home with kids in the community, Friday night at 9. Yep.
All of us.
I mean, I don't want to take anybody away from their Big Bang Theory reruns, but I'll figure something. All right.
Once again, Nick Brammer does not speak for the rest of the show. We all love Big Bang Theory. So please.
I'm sorry.
I'm with Nick on this one.
I've never seen this show, so
I've never really watched it either.
Cooper, anytime I've seen.
I've seen like maybe 2 scattered episodes, and that's about it.
Yeah, it doesn't appeal to me.
That's about all I could stomach.
They made man biolic unsexy, and I don't like that.
I mean, you guys are right anyway. I mean, in modern times, I mean, with YouTube, everything is kind of like on demand. So if anybody can't tune in live, then they could always watch the show anytime that's convenient for them. You know what I'm saying? The only thing is that the live aspect does allow you to participate in the chat and stuff like that. So when you're able to be there live, that's the extra added bonus and aspect to that. So that's always a cool thing.
So Friday nights at 9, bitches, start watching so we can screw with you.
Nice.
Rob,
what a plug. That was perfect.
That's right. Episode 3 will be coming this Friday.
Rob has been officially disbanded from the cast.
Hell of a run, kid. Hell of a run.
Damn that one episode.
The tribe has spoken.
Oh, look. A rose. And it's not.
Banishment by Stump.
God.
The live chat, though, mentioning that, that was a really pleasant thing to see. So many people that were actually in the live chat.
Yeah, I enjoyed that too. That was
great,
especially for a first episode.
Yeah. Well, a lot of it is people that we know. Just wanting to show their support and everything. But hopefully, like you said afterwards, you gave us some very positive critiques and constructive criticism, in that fashion. But hopefully we gave them some stuff that makes them want to come back for the next episode.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, man, for sure. I mean, like I said, all bullshit aside, and we're all buddies and stuff like that, but I could look at things objectively, and I gave you my thoughts and opinions. Mm-hmm. For the first episode of a show that you guys had, and by the time people are listening to this, episode 2 will be in the can, you can watch that on YouTube. For our first episode, and I'm sure the second episode is going to be excellent, it was good. My first shows like this show, Verbally Challenged, in the beginning, I did not know what I wanted to do with this show. Initially, I was like, okay, I think I'm just going to do this solo and kind of give my thoughts and opinions on whatever it is I want to talk about. And I reached out to people, got some advice, and just trying to do that myself. The first episode was a solo episode, and so I could listen back to that, and it's rough. And at that time, I didn't really know what I was doing with editing. I didn't really know how to mix. I didn't really know how to do much like what I'm doing now. And I've gotten better at it as time has moved on. So, my first few episodes are rough. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? It's fine because I'm leaving it there. And I was saying it from the beginning, like, hey, this show is going to grow. It's going to be a learning experience. I just hope you guys will listen, be along for the ride, And I feel like episodes maybe 5 and up have been like pretty good, you know what I'm saying, and have gotten a little bit more polished and a little bit more professional, and hopefully the people out there listening enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? But for you guys to have that first episode right off the bat, it didn't seem like a first episode to me. It seemed like it was episode 20, let's say, with the interactions and the banter and the way you guys approach the topics. And that's no bullshit. Like, I'm not blowing smoke up your ass. Like, I just really felt that way watching it and participating in the chat, you know, and there was a little bit of, you know, rolling over each other, but that always happens when you got a bunch of people excited to be talking to each other and to want to give their thoughts on opinions on the topics at hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like we were saying earlier too, it's like we've spent so much time in the hangouts and the unbroadcast and all that. I think a lot of that kind of rolls over into this too. So we had a good stepping point too, and a lot of good examples on how to roll things out.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, you're right. I mean, we've seen it done. We've seen it done a few times, you know. So we kind of have, and some of us have done it a few times, and we go, okay, kind of got an idea what we're doing. But I think you're right about that, Jose. I think that first episode, we were just so excited. I think I was excited. I was really, really hyped up, and, and I think that it was, you know, we were a little off on cadence at times, you know, with, you know, but we'll get better as we go along. I think it'll be. I don't. Nick will just start telling us, "Shut the fuck up." You know, but I think it's, you know, it's definitely going to be better with more experience. I think, you know, and but I think by the end of the show we started getting better at that. You know,
no, like I said, you guys were great. It was a very entertaining show. Like I said, you know, anybody that tuned in, and I was happy to see a brand new YouTube channel. And, you know, like Josh said, it's friends like supporting and stuff like that. You threw it out there, but a couple of hundred views, like that's not like anything like insignificant. It's not like it's like just a group of friends watching it. You got different people from the community kind of like tuning in and watching and listening, and it's a cool thing. Like, even just with doing this show and kind of seeing like the uptick from month to month, and it's only been, you know, since late April, like I started doing this, the tail end of April, and month by month I see it trending upwards, and that's cool. Like, you know, it means that people probably enjoy what they're hearing, and I enjoyed what I heard from that first episode, and it's got me looking forward to future episodes. I'm interested in seeing what you guys have to say and talk about, and like I said, for like a first show, it usually takes time to fall into a cadence like that, into having a show like that, and you guys you got it right from the jump, so that's a really cool thing to see.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, no problem. How's the feedback been so far, you know, now that I'm mentioning it, you know what I'm saying? And are there any other plans for like social media presence? Like, I know you have the Facebook group and where viewers and fans can interact and chime in. So are you guys, you know, planning on doing maybe like an Instagram, a Twitter, or anything like that?
I don't know about Instagram and Twitter. I'm not a big Instagram guy. If somebody else wants to do it, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about it. I did put it on my personal Twitter page, advertising the realm, because, you know, that's where we all met, and hopefully you could find a audience. And I put all the links out, and I think Hardcore Collectors or something like that. I can't remember.
I think all of us were cross-posting in a different groups, so.
Okay.
And I will tell you that James really, I mean, first of all, James promoted the shit out of it on Saturday night.
that was really nice, man,
and James really said he liked it. He liked it a lot. He said he got a kick out of it. He said it was fun to he said the same thing, basically a lot of the same things you said. Is like, he liked that we were talking about some different things. And he said it's kind of cool because it's just something different that the community doesn't have a lot of, you know? And he, you know, he really enjoyed it. And he said, you know, he kept telling me, you know, he said, break a leg. I was like, I don't want to break a leg. Stop it.
Yeah. Break a leg.
Josh got that advice.
Yeah.
You know?
I was going to say, that's what Bobby told me.
Yeah.
When I started doing all queued up, break a leg.
But on a serious note, like, James has always supported me, you know,
absolutely,
from, you know, the beginning, and I really like that dude. And there's nothing, I don't think anybody bad can say, you know, about James in the community.
No, he's a good guy, man.
Awesome. Fucking awesome.
Yeah.
The effort that dude puts into Plastic Fanatics.
It's
dude,
it's
you can see it. That's why That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why that show could run for so long. Like, if he was doing that by himself, that shit would still be fucking 3 hours long, because that's the amount of work he puts into it. Like, you know what I'm saying? That really shines through every single Saturday night, and that's why I love to say it's the only fucking show to watch on Saturday nights.
Yeah, I definitely. Right. And and he's always been good about saying, hey, you guys want to come hang out? Anyone that wants to come on, come on.
Anybody's welcome.
Let him know. Anybody's welcome. He wants everyone to come on. It's all about just, hey, if you want to cut your chops here a little bit, come on with us. We'll let you. We'll introduce you, get you caught up. Get you doing this a little bit, and he doesn't mind teaching. He doesn't mind having you, and just kind of giving you experience. He doesn't mind you introducing you to this crazy world.
Man. Yeah, for sure. It's bringing people up instead of holding them down,
Right.
Yeah.
So, it doesn't hurt that guy is an encyclopedia of knowledge.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, let me tell you something, dude. The worst thing is when you get something wrong and he's bulldog traps. Trust me, I do it a lot and I get nipped right away. It's like, oh, oops. And I love it. It's great though, because it just cracks me up,
Yeah.
And another big shout out would go to Dust.
Yeah.
Dust Mites at Realm Collectors. A lot of us, we're looking for a place to hang our hats because there's nothing like the ROC. The amount of community, the amount of friendships you make there. It's not just a Facebook group, it is a community.
Yeah, well, I cut my chops doing like the unbroadcast with him, and then he threw us into. He started doing those liquid therapy.
Yeah,
he's been cutting a lot of people that way too.
And that dude knows what he wants, and he does it.
Yeah.
So I mean, a big shout out to Dust, of course, Pinkerton, all the guys over at the ROC.
Yeah, because those guys are the ones that inspire any of us to do this stuff. To have the courage to do this stuff.
Right.
This isn't easy to do because you do put yourself out there. I mean, Jose, you know this. I mean,
for sure, I wouldn't have been doing this. I never would have been doing this.
Never. It's very tough to. It's tough to do it, and even and even now, I get nervous every time I'm about to do a podcast. I get this nervousness.
Oh, dude, me too. I always get the butterflies, no matter how many times. Always right before you're about to just go live and hit that button. I just always feel it. I always feel it.
So,
but like it was brought up earlier too. I mean, all of us met because of the Realm.
Sure, absolutely. So it's a good positive thing. And Dust is a good guy who always encouraging. Hey, do your thing, man. Do your thing. And I love him. I love that about him.
Another dude is Dave Cologne.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Energon Addict.
Yeah,
Energon Addict. That's my boo. That's my baby.
Yeah,
everybody keep their fucking hands off Dave.
I don't know if he listens to the show. You know what? I'm not going to mention nothing to him. I'm not going to say you said nothing nice about him. I'm going to see if he I'm going to
find out on his own in his own time.
I was wanting to shout him out too because he messaged each one of us individually.
Yes, he did. Yep. Yes, he did.
I was going to bring that up too.
I love what I heard.
Yeah,
you guys did a great show. Keep it up. I look forward to more. I just wanted to let you know that I dig it. I was
that meant a lot too. That meant a lot to me.
It did. Me too. Just the fact that he took the time to kind of hit us all up like that, I was really appreciative of it.
That's my boy, man. Fucking love that dude. Love that.
Yeah,
he's absolutely.
Yeah, he's great, man. He's definitely great. He's definitely one of the I think one of the leaders of the community, where he tries to just encourage everybody to do what you love,
Yep.
And that's awesome.
Yep. You can get along and chill, and you know what I'm saying? Like, he's all about it, dude. He's all about it, and that's why I love him. It's a good dude.
Yep. And not to mention,
genuinely cares too. I mean,
absolutely.
He hits me up, every now and then. He's like, "Hey, man, how you doing? How's everything going? With your healing and rehab and all that." Just genuinely concerned and wanting to know and making sure I'm okay, and then just chatting here and there. There's several guys that do that, but he's one of the most consistent, and that's cool.
Yeah.
It goes a long way.
He does it too.
Dave's amazing.
All right, man. So cool. So now we know the show's on YouTube and stuff. Is there any plans to put out like an audio version to download? Maybe iTunes, Google Play.
Maybe in the future. I mean, I don't know where this is going to go. I mean, we got a good response to the first show. we'll see what happens in the future. I'm not that literate with putting it out on other avenues.
Okay.
We got you covered.
I'll help you out there, brother. I'll help you out there too, because I know, I used when I was started listening to podcasts and stuff, and I was super late to the game, but I was listening to these things on YouTube. But YouTube, unless you're paying for the YouTube bread, you have to have your screen on all the time, and it's not the most convenient way to kind of listen.
No, it's not.
So, to be able to have like an audio version where you could download, take what you want to go while you're traveling, commuting, or just sitting in your office at work, school, whatever.
Sitting in a truck on the highway, bored as hell.
I hear you.
Like I will, definitely, Nick, I'll hit you up on the side, and it's really not that hard. It's just a few steps, and I could get you going, just to kind of put it out there, and that's another way to kind of grow the audience and stuff like that. So,
yeah, that's awesome. Oh okay. Yeah, thank you for that, Jose. See, I mean, that's the kind of that's what we're talking about. Like, that's the kind of like the community as a whole, and there's a lot of people in this community that I think if we reach out, or I wouldn't even have to reach out. They'll say, hey, what can we do to help you? Because we really like what you're doing. And I think that's awesome. And I think that's really cool. And I once again, it just goes to show you how awesome people can be in this community, and how we are more of a family than anything. And it's really cool.
That's definitely something very specific to the ROC too.
Yeah, it is. It's nice,
Yeah, it's no bullshit when I say that. And you know what I'm saying? I tell the BTM guys, like, what I'm saying, like brothers from another mother, like, what I'm saying? Like, right. we're talking with each other that much, and we have that kind of camaraderie. It's like, yo, I really feel that way. Like, because I'm communicating with them and even with you guys, like on a more, on a more frequent basis than I do with sometimes even my own family members and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And just the camaraderie from doing stuff like this and doing the hangouts and just bullshit in the group, it makes it so that if we had never met each other in person before, when we do meet for the first time, it's like we had known each other for like all our lives, or for months, or for whatever. And it did, like, there's no awkwardness there. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's a really cool thing. You know what I'm saying? So,
handshakes, hugs, and beers, baby.
Yeah, and as much negative that there can be in the community, like, what I'm saying, especially, recent events and shit like that, there's always going to be bullshit here and there, but it's good to see most people always just rise above. Eventually all that shit just kind of, you move on and things just continue like the way they are, and that's just basically what it is. You know what I'm saying? So
it's like that sibling effect. We all get mad at each other once in a while. We bitch slap the hell out of each other, roll around in the backyard, come back in.
Yeah,
grab some chocolate milk and everybody's fine.
Except this welfare queen. I fucking hold grudges.
Hey, Rob, bitch slapping is exciting. Don't do that. Don't get me turned on. Just don't start tonight.
Maybe if we just all started.
I'm just warming you up for TFCon, baby.
I hear you, honey.
Look at that. Russ is a masochist.
Damn right.
I got a new pair of nipple clamps for him at TFCon.
Oh man. Hey Jose, are you going to be in NJCC?
I will be. Yes, I will. Are you guys coming up?
Yeah. We're gonna be with we're riding with Jason and Bethany.
Awesome.
So we're coming up with them. I think we're coming up Saturday. We're crashing. We'll be there Sunday too. We're gonna be
all right, sweet. I missed you guys the last time. You know what I'm saying? Jason and Bethany came up, but you and Anna didn't.
Freaking work, dude, man. I could have kicked my boss's ass, man.
Hey, you might be listening. You might be like, nah, he's fucking not listening.
Nah, he's
talk shit.
Nah, he's not. Yeah, he's not cool enough to listen to anything like this.
Yeah, but that's awesome, man. I can't wait for the event. You know what I'm saying? Just because everybody gets to get together and chill, have a good time, even though it is kind of like work because we got to man the tables and stuff.
That's true.
But once the show is over. Yeah, we're gonna be eating, drinking, having a good time, and it's a 2-day show, so it's basically just a whole weekend where we get to just hang out and have a good time.
Pretty much.
Make some money and just meet people that just come through, which is always a good time, and it's also like a good way to grow the community and stuff like that. Like that's where I met Dave for the first time. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, thank God for that shit, because I can't even fucking picture that fucking dude not being in my life now. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it just shows that, despite, like I said, the bullshit, there's way more fucking good than fucking bad.
Oh yeah, definitely. I agree 100%.
All right, guys, I think we could fucking wrap there. And I really want to thank you guys for joining me here on Verbally Challenged and discussing the new podcast. So, of course, we'll continue. But before we head out for this portion, just let the listeners know once again where they can find the show and also where they can find you on social media. So, Brammer, I'll start with you, Pop.
All right, brother. You can find me on Facebook at Nick Brammer, basically in the realm. That's all I post in on Facebook anymore. And you'll find us Friday nights at the MPSP Theater YouTube channel, and I'll throw up links on my personal page and wherever else we can get them.
Yep. I'll also throw the links to the show here in the description of this podcast. So anybody listening, just, hit the description and you'll have a direct link to the YouTube channel.
Yeah, hit that link and then subscribe, man. Shit.
Subscribe.
That way you can find it easy.
I'm so happy. We've already got like 26 subscribers.
Yeah.
We have, at this point, 153 views, I believe.
Yeah, something like that. So I know it's over 150.
For a first show, that's awesome. I think that we might hit a dip on the second show. Everybody hits a sophomore slump, but I hope to retain more viewers than we lose.
There you go. Yep, that's what we hope. I mean, we'll see, dude. I got a feeling the second show is going to be pretty good. So,
yeah, man. And the thing is, just you just have fun, and as they always say, if you build it, they'll come. You know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
Put out that quality content and the people will enjoy it and the audience will grow. Definitely. Cool, Nick. All right. So next up, Josh Fisher.
Well, you can find me along with on Friday nights on the MPSP Theater with these cats. My own show that I do with my co-host Greg, all queued up, that posts every other Friday on all audio platforms. Josh Fisher in the Facebook groups on Facebook and on Twitter. I am at Saba Noor 1976.
AKA Mr. Stumpy. Oh, right.
One other thing. Is it okay if I talk about the charity event that I posted about?
Do it.
All right. Starting on Monday, October the 13th, I have a Twitch channel. It's twitch.tv/nsabanur76. And I am participating in a charity event that's going to run from the 13th until probably the last week of August. It's going to be a daily stream of Final Fantasy V. I'm playing in the 4-job fiesta to raise money for Child's Play charity. Last year, I was able to raise, I'm a small streamer. I don't have a big following. Last year, I wanted to raise $100 for my first ever charity event, and I did. So this year, my goal is to raise $200. But yeah, that's going to have some original hand-drawn Final Fantasy themed artwork and Final Fantasy themed plushies that some friends of mine have created and are donating as raffle prizes, and a few other things to give away for people who donate. So that's going to be going on my Twitch channel.
Awesome, man. Awesome. I actually was reading about that earlier and I was like, oh, that's nice and stuff. So definitely shoot me all your links for that and stuff like that. And I'll be sure to put it in the description of this podcast as well.
Yeah. Thanks for letting me talk about that for a minute.
Oh, no problem, brother. No problem. Always for a good cause, man. Love it. Mm-hmm. All right, Rob.
You can find me on the Book of Face at Rob Milton. Like Nick said, I'm pretty much ROC and not anywhere else. Instagram is Rob's Robots. That's when I occasionally post. And of course, Friday nights, you can find me with these beautiful bastards on #Wormcock.
Nice.
Cool, man. Cool. All right, Russ The Muss.
Well, all right, what's up, guys? You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Yeah, I do a show on Saturday nights with Victory Saber 77. We Classic Fanatics. I'm sure lots of people have heard of that one, and that's our marathon. We do a toy marathon basically. It's kind of crazy. I haven't been posting as much in the ROC as I used to, and now I started posting some more shit in. And I was like, you know what? I miss doing this. So I'm sure I'll start some shit along the line down the road. I'll post up a pic of like Masterpiece. Beast Wars Megatron and just start talking shit about it and get everyone fired up on it. That'll be great. But Eddie will get all pissed off. Why are you doing that? Just like, sorry, that's fine. And of course, check us out on Friday nights. 9:00. This show is going to be awesome, man. I think it's going to get better as we go, and come support us and help us out. Check it out.
All right, no doubt. And big shout out to Samuel Mead on Facebook. I believe you could reach him at. I don't know if he has an Instagram or not. A big shout out to him for hopping on. He had to dip out But once again, big congrats, guys, for the new show on Friday nights. I'll definitely be tuning in and participating when I can, and just looking forward to seeing what you guys got, man. Just bring it on, man. Just looking forward to it.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thanks for having us on, Jose.
No problem, guys. And as I always say, you guys have an open invite to be here with me anytime you'd like on Verbally Challenged. So thanks again.
Sweet. Thank
you. That pre-show, are you sure?
All right. Peace out, guys. Good night.
Later, guys.
Good night. Later.
All right, guys, I hope you really enjoyed that. And I want to thank Brammer, Josh, Russ, Rob, and Sam for hopping on here and having a conversation here with me on Verbally Challenged. Really, really appreciate it. Remember to check out their brand new podcast every single Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Masterpiece Shitpiece Theater. All right, give those guys some love and support, man. I'd really appreciate it. They're good group of dudes, and I wish them all the best of luck. All right, and we touched on it real quick on the show, guys. Don't forget, NJCC is this coming weekend, and the Realm is going to be there in full force. So please come out and hang out with us and help support. And we're going to have a ton of action figures out for sale, tons of great prices. I mean, for anybody that's come to the show before, they know what it's about. Bunch of people from the community are going to be coming through. Russ and Anna, Jason, Bethany, and a slew of others are going to come up for the weekend and have a good time hanging out with the rest of the Realm. So if you're in the area, anywhere in the tri-state area, please come down and check it out. NJCC at the Holiday Inn in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Very, very close to Philadelphia. So hope to see you there. All right. And guys, if you enjoyed what you heard tonight, if you'd like to be a guest on the show on a future episode, if you'd like to have a conversation here with me on Verbally Challenged, you're more than welcome. You can hit me up on social media everywhere at HarikenBx. That's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Xbox Live, and the PlayStation Network. Pretty much all over social media at HarikenBx. And if you want to follow a little bit more of my personal page, you could also follow me on Instagram at Diaz4Fitness. All right, guys, before we head out, some quick shout outs. Remember to check out realmofcollectors.com. Rockbox pre-orders are live until September 3rd, so go to the website and get those pre-orders in while you can. We're on Facebook as a group, Realm of Collectors, and we're on Instagram at Realm of Collectors. Pull up a chair to the cool table. It's a hub for like-minded podcasts, including Enter the Realm and Breaking the Mold, Mondays and Tuesdays, respectively, on the Realm of Collectors YouTube channel. The only show to watch on Saturday nights, Plastic Fanatics, the late night aftercast on Victory Saber 77's YouTube channel. Those three shows are also available in audio format on iTunes and Google Play. The rest of the shows on the cool table are Shattercast Uncut, Nerd Rage Radio, Toy Detox, Stasis Lock, Building Up to It, Fresh Communication, Beer and Bolters 40K, and 8 Weeks. You can find the cool table on Facebook along with links to all these other great podcasts. All right, guys, that's it. That's the episode. Thank you for the download. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for listening. I really, really appreciate it. We'll be back soon, real soon with the next episode. All right, so take care, stay safe, and peace out.